The next thing we want to look at is our material editor. So go ahead and push your M key to toggle your material editor open. Now, by default, there's a good chance you're looking at something like this. You have large material slots right here. If you mouse over in between, you'll have a hand that can actually pan, and you can move the materials around so you can see all of them. Now, what we want to do is just set up a couple of things in this one. If you go to your options, which is a little icon right here, or you go up to your options right here and go down to options, lots of options. Well, inside of the options, be sure your ambient light, by default it should be black, but just make sure it's black. Go all the way down to the slots and choose the 6x4. Go ahead and click apply on that one, and then click OK. Alright, and by default now, when you open up your material editor every time, you'll actually open up to the 6x4 material slots for it. Let's go ahead and close that one. And let's go ahead and put a box inside the scene. We need to have an object in the scene to make to configure this next thing. Click on your modifier tab, and then go inside and choose your unwrap UVW map. And then click on your parameters edit button right there, this big edit button right here. When it opens up, there's by default you'll probably have lots of lines. You may even have your image on the background. We're going to set this up so that it's just kind of a nice start for the default scene. Go ahead and left click on this button to show map. You want to turn the map off, and then go up to your options window right here, your options button, and go down to preferences. When the preference option comes up, go ahead and do the following ones right here. Line color, choose black for it. Be sure that the show grid, you see the show grid right here, be sure to uncheck it. Once you uncheck it, go down to your tiles and take your tiles to 0 right here. You can uncheck the tile bitmap. This can be one or the other. If your tiles is at 0, it won't matter. Be sure that your use custom bitmap size is checked. Make sure, this is a really important one here, make sure that your constant updating viewports is checked. Alright, if you have those, go ahead and go down to, let's see if we want to change any of the other ones. Actually, this should be good for this area, so go ahead and go down and click OK. Alright, once you click OK, what you should see is the blue line's gone. You should also make sure you've turned off your show map. Down below here, do you see the one that says options? Go ahead and click on the options. It's going to bring up another set of options for you. Your weld threshold amount. Go ahead and take your weld threshold and type in, we'll say about 30. We'll type in about 30 for the weld threshold. Alright. You can go ahead and click on your options to close it back up again. So this one, this is going to basically finish off your Edit UV window. The last thing you want to do is go to Options and do Save Current Settings as Default. If you do the Save Current Settings as Default, the next time you open it, it's going to be the same way that we left it. So go ahead and click on Save Current Settings as Default. Alright, and then you can go ahead and close the window. You can delete the box if you like. Max will save these settings, so every time you come back in and you work with it, it'll be the same thing, the same way that we left it.